right, folks, we are back in the McGrouchville, episode 11. I'm your captain, Matthew, steering this ship here with the gambler Landon.
What up, though?
And brother Chris.
Hola, hola.
Indeed. And, today, as we are recording, it's opening day. We're in the Sweet 16, and we've got all kinds of sports fandom going on. So hop right in, put some earbuds in, and then we will hopefully give you something nice to enjoy while you're wasting your day away at the time of this recording. So, hey, maybe hopefully by their next show, all of your favorite teams have won and passed go. Yeah, but how's everyone's week been?
Oh, it's been great. Still
great.
Still trying to recover from our last weekend. Trip.
It's been 2 weeks without a show.
2 weeks?
Because you don't even remember last week.
I really don't. That's how much fun
2 weeks without a show.
Yeah, that was a fun weekend up at your place. Watching the first round of March Madness. And getting into other shenanigans.
Yes. So for the audience, it was a bro weekend. All of us got together, went to a restaurant, hit up Jungle Gems, and watched a lot of basketball. So there you go.
Lots of basketball action.
I'm sure there's probably not a lot of people who know what Jungle Gems is because I definitely didn't know what it was. How about you give a nice world tour of what that place is?
Oh, and the news you don't care about. So it's for those who are looking for any type of road trip to Cincinnati. You're going to Great American Ballpark and you want to see the Reds play. Make sure to stop and pick up some snacks at the old Jungle Gems. So we've got 2 locations here in the Cincinnati area, and so you can go if you want to take a tour of Italy. They've got an Italian section. If you want to grab some tea from England, you can do that. There's several different options. If you're into alcohol, they've got that too. Their bathrooms are allegedly nice. I wasn't too impressed on our visit the last time though, but I mean they've got any and everything. It's almost like an IKEA but grocery store format.
You really didn't do much justice.
I was setting you up for the layup.
Really, it would be like a really cool date night if you were like just kind of meeting someone for the first time, or even if you've been together for 10 or 15 years and want to do something new. It's pretty epic. I mean, even if you're not big on shopping, like most guys aren't, there's so many different things to look at. There's a cigar shop, and there's at least, I counted 2 bars, literally 2.
See, I was saving it for you guys for the content. So
yeah,
there were 2 bars. There's 2 bars.
My mind was blown.
And allegedly, you can take the alcohol and walk around in the store.
That's the whole gimmick to it. That is the absolute highlight. They'll pour you a harp, or that's what I've enjoyed because I can rarely find harp on draft, and it was $6 and a big old Guinness glass. You had to keep the glass and walk around and just enjoy, family time and looking at all the rando stuff they have, and enjoying a beer
through the fish market, through the toy aisle, through Darth Vader.
You could literally spend, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours in there if you.
We even watched a movie in there.
There's a little movie.
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a historic movie. Pretty cool.
And the old Kings Island rides on the outside.
Yeah, the monorail. I guess that's a ride.
Yeah, and food literally
items
that you can get.
I really didn't do it any justice. I was just like, oh, okay, it's just
it's like, oh, I just live here. I see this place every day. Meanwhile, you literally have the entire world's food market, anywhere from literal, you go to Africa and there's literally a fish market, with, literally dead fish right on ice, sharks, frozen dead sharks, just in the tubs out in the middle of the store.
The girls enjoyed that one, so
they're weird. That's a different story.
Dude, how long did we spend there? I mean, we spent an entire afternoon, evening.
Oh, yeah, at least a couple hours. At least that's
I think it was 90 minutes to 2 hours.
They even had the ice cream shop in there, too.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, shout out to Graders. Yeah, so we got caffeinated, too, and some ice cream on board. And
Jungle Gems, it's an epic visit. They do have wine tastings there too. So they got different events going on here and there.
Yeah. The was it the first time I went? Was it? How long was it ago, Matthew?
Forever.
10, 12 years ago. It was not that fun. They dragged us
That's
there.
because of the pancake debacle.
They dragged us there, I think, pretty early in the morning. I think I was kind of sleeping off, like, I don't know, some bad wine that I had the night before, and it just wasn't that compelling. Like, we were on a time constraint. But if you have time and you have, you don't even need any money. You can just walk around and you don't have to buy anything. I did find some uh, Hatch green chili seasoning that I actually broke that out this week. And yeah, it worked out really great. Put them on some potatoes and roasted them in the oven, and they were fire. So
That sounds
yeah, good stuff.
amazing.
There's your free plug for the old Jungle Gems. I mean,
Yeah, and-
even if you want hot sauce and the slap your mama kind, or
literally a $5,000 bottle of hot sauce.
yes, that was a literal thing, the $5,000 and the wonky soda aisle. So yes, any and everything. It's a whole world's market there. But
Yeah, literally, you can play if people know what Bean Boozle is, you can do that same thing with drinks almost.
there you go.
Hey, but like that cookies and cream, I think it was cookie dough. That's one I had. It was pretty good.
Because your face didn't look like it tasted good.
It was just like, how you just eat regular like, imagine just drinking cookie dough, how that would taste. It's good, but it's just super sweet.
Goodness gracious.
Plus I probably didn't have it with like the best food combination. It's like what is like the pizza. I think we had it that night, the pizza. But yeah, so
There you go.
that crazy soda that you had?
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then there was a pickle soda.
Oh, it's
soda as well,
disgusting.
too.
It's like Willy Wonka land. This past weekend.
Really is like that. Just without all the other shenanigans of people going missing. Hopefully.
Well, it's a good thing we did not end up going missing.
Yeah, even though you could go missing in there.
You could. So,
nice.
yeah, just stay off the fizzy lifting drink, and you'll be aces.
Yeah.
Chris, have you had any Amazon package debacles this week? Have you recovered nicely from the Jungle Gems run? How's your week been?
Oh, it's been a pretty stressful week, nonetheless. But I mean, it's all work stuff, so mostly work stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just but the Amazon debacle. I think the Amazon guy has come every single day, like Santa Claus this week, and it's probably been it's probably spiked. If you could see like a little graph chart, it would be spiking right now. It's pretty wild.
I've only counted 2 days this week here, but it's not been bad. I mean, work has been stressful, but the most stressful part of the week was yesterday. I mean, you know how my kids are in the morning. I mean, they freak out the fact that we stayed up and they're bringing the heat. Well, I was trying to scoop them up and get them out the door yesterday, and after I got them out, I tripped over the doggo, Rudy, and then I was in the laundry area and I grabbed the door and ran over my foot. So I've got the toe next to the big toe is all black, purple, and I'm pretty sure the toenail is gonna exit.
Oh,
yeah.
You weren't even drinking.
I wasn't even drinking.
A whole weekend of pretty high level alcohol manner there. Probably that. Yeah. How many bags of recycling were there? It was at least 5.
There was enough. It's all at the curb now, so it's the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, we were good humanitarians and did recycling, so that was good. But yeah, what are the odds of that? I mean, many times we were walking up and down the steps to the basement, and
nothing.
All our digits survived.
Yep, not this one. I was getting coffee and tripped over the dog, and it was a great time.
Oh, definitely sounds like.
Goodness.
Would it be like America's Funniest Home Video situation if it was an organic,
Maybe, but I wouldn't have been proud of some of the language in it, so I would have had to
Look,
edit.
they always bleep all that out. Like
Dude,
every
I mean, do people even watch America's Home Video, or is just
it's
just
the
social
worst
media now?
show. It's the worst.
It is. I mean, if you were during the Bob Saget days, I mean, that's all, you didn't have YouTube, and so you needed something to be entertained with videos.
Yeah.
No TikTok.
Yeah, I feel like that's so obsolete now. It's just so. Even though I guess something similar is the ridiculousness show. You guys,
Yeah, it's probably pretty similar, right? Is that stuff staged though?
don't. I mean, don't really think so. Like, because like they're just like just clips they find on the internet, and then they just react to them. And
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I remember that
America's
when
Funniest
I
Home
was in
Videos.
middle school. Like that was our big thing.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that was our baloney segment, our BS segment, if you want to put that in. If you remember a couple of shows ago, we did a watch along with the hockey tournament. So we've got semi watch along here. I mean, Florida, Maryland, it's really no drama right now. And you've got Alabama just crushing threes. How many are they up to right now on
I
BYU?
really just got the alert that they set like a record for 22 threes.
22 threes. I mean, do you just coach that? What do? You feeling it in the rhythm? I can't even imagine.
With things like that, it's usually, obviously basketball teams take a lot of threes nowadays, but if you're not going guard and if you're just on fire, sometimes there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's like even like BYU's not that they had a bad game, they still, almost had 90 points, but
And they're still going to lose.
well, they already lost. It's 113 to 88 in a college basketball game.
There's your update for next week that happened in the past. So you've literally done a few time hops if you're listening.
Yeah, literally Alabama 25 for 51 from threes, 49%, and compared to BYU's 6 for 30, 20%.
I can't even execute that in like my daily life. Like if you were,
what would be a good comparison that you're trying to execute that?
I mean, some people would say brushing their teeth, but I do hit that one at least twice a day.
Okay, so 50%. You're supposed to at least do it once in the morning, once at night. At least I'm definitely more 50%, type of guy there when it comes to that.
So you skip a session?
Yeah, I was wondering. I mean, what's your hygiene there? You just forget, or do you just go to bed?
I probably just go to bed. It's always. It's like I'm going to bed. I don't have to impress nobody.
Here's what's funny. I've had like so many cavities, so many fillings, got 2 crowns, and I feel like I brush all the time. And then these fools who hit 50% of the time, perfect teeth. I don't get it.
That's me. Like I've never had a cavity.
You've never had a cavity?
Never.
That's the way to do it, Christopher.
I don't even floss. Or like,
and he's going to go to the dentist, and they'll be like, "Here's your A+ report card."
Exactly.
Pick out a treat.
When they're really smart kids, just don't study, and then they,
it's like they don't even have to try.
GPA.
It's infuriating.
That's wild, man.
I think it's just.
Is it genetics? Maybe
genetics.
It's
just genetics. I mean, just look at the difference in our parents. I know it's enough said.
Yeah.
Even though my dad, he does have like a lot of like mouth problems, like tooth fillings and stuff. But
you must have got the good teeth from your mom's side.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Probably most of your good genetic codes from her side.
Good.
I know you probably picked up a few traits though.
Oh, I can point out a lot of bad like I got from my mom's side, but There's a couple good things as well. It's definitely you can definitely take your blessings with your curses.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta take the blue eyes with the bald head, man.
It's a way to go. One day the audience will be able to see the faces and the bald heads, but till then we just leave it to your imagination.
Well, that's wild.
There's that.
But,
The theater of the mind.
I don't know. Maybe again once I learn how to edit, and stop procrastinating on editing.
I know. I wonder if there's any editors in the audience who were like, "Hey, I can edit for you guys.
We can pay you with
good compliments."
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Large tips of gratuity from Landon.
We don't do that here.
From Landon.
Some of us don't.
I guess, giving another sports update, Florida's pretty much on their way to being Maryland.
They're locking this thing up.
Yeah.
40 minutes left in the second half.
Would you say that Florida never lost their mojo?
That was.
They've had it the whole time.
You know what's funny? Like literally, I think the next day, like I've heard 2 references to that.
You've heard
So
2
audience
references since you first viewed this over the weekend.
Yeah,
wow. Just think of all the years you've been missing. They've just been going right over your head.
No, I mean, I would have missed these 2, except for the fact that they pointed them out. Like, I think. I don't know which one this is from, but like I was listening to my famous, NBA Sirius XM starting lineup, and apparently like Frank Casella, he was like at a restaurant or something and like the waiter was like yelling out the names like how an old lady would be like Brian or something like that.
Okay.
And apparently that was like a scene or something like in like one of the movies where I think it was Ron that was used, but like the wife was like nagging something. Again, I haven't seen the movie, so you guys have to help me out. But he just, he's just funny. Like he explained, like, oh, that's how all wives would like say when they're calling for like the husband is like, in this case, be like Matt, Chris, and then he videoed like the hostess, whatever, yelling at his name like Frank. So I guess I don't know.
Like,
I don't remember.
Restaurant, you would think it'd be a pretty bougie restaurant, but it doesn't sound like such.
I mean, he's in New York, so.
Oh yeah,
that tracks.
Yeah.
For the audience here, Landon, we give him grief for not keeping up with funny movies from the 90s and early 2000s.
You guys probably know my catchphrase, like never seen it.
We will get those shirts distributed where we get more views. So we need an editor and a website designer.
And merch salesman.
Merch sales.
/ marketer. / social
media We're quickly building this roster here. A dream team.
Yeah, and we're just and you only get paid in compliments.
So we're waiting on this other game with what is it? What we got here? Duke and
Arizona.
Is it Duke and Arizona?
Yep, Duke and Arizona.
So while we're waiting on that, how was everybody? How did opening day treat you all? Because I can tell you it was a down fest here. I'm a Cardinals fan who happens to live in Cincinnati, so the Cards did win, but I came home and my kids were watching the Reds game, and boy, did they blow it. It seems like the trend today. Bring in your bullpen.
Your kids were actually watching it, or you told them?
Oh, they were reading a book, and I told them to watch it. So Ellie likes Ellie De La Cruz. Obviously, it's in the name.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
True.
Plus, she's a good player.
So she does like the Reds, even though we still have that conversation of, she's not as bad anymore, but she used to think like the Bengals and Reds were all in the same sport. And you had to break down those barriers. But now she understands. So anything she sees an A, she automatically thinks of the Braves. So then I've had to say, well, there's the other one too, the Athletics. So you got to make sure you kind of give the logo tricks there. And so just because they have a C on the hat, could be the Cubs, could be the Reds, could be, Cleveland? So
Bears?
The Bears,
Yeah,
the Bears
the
and the
Bears.
Reds look very similar in the logo game there with the C's.
Yeah.
So there you go. They gave up a bunch of runs and lost, and it was a sad, depressing day. I was joking within our little group text here how it's a major holiday in Cincinnati for opening day. We got parades. We've got just obviously the most expensive opening day tickets and such. Everything's a sellout that first day, but give it a few days. Get some L's under the belt, and then you can buy cheaper tickets and go.
How does it feel like living in, a hometown that has like a baseball like team? Because Nashville, we only have, I guess, the Titans and the Predators, and yeah, they're both not that good. I know the Reds aren't, but like Reds are.
Reds aren't good.
I mean, Reds are
So
historic though.
yeah, the Reds are historic. The Bengals have been pretty solid, except for this past season. But it's kind of funny when you talk about like. I'll try to connect this here in a second. So the Bengals, it would be ridiculous if they won a Super Bowl, and it would be their first. But I think you would have more folks who support the Reds, and here's why. With the Bengals, you got Steelers fans, you got to mix in with some other like Cleveland Brown fans. You got a little bit of hodgepodge stuff there, and then we have the Cleveland Guardians in Ohio, but we attract the Northern Kentucky and that whole Cincinnati area for Reds. So I think if they're just a bigger crowd. So to try to tie this in, the baseball scene here is wild. You don't mainly only see the Reds during NFL season. You can see a plethora of different fan bases, but it's all Reds. And then you got me who tries to be a jerk and do the Cardinals.
Yeah, at least I always say at least one of your teams will most likely be good or somewhat.
I would be wild to be in a city where you have 4 of the major sports. You could throw in some hockey, basketball, football, baseball, of the whole.
Basically, only New York and L.A. only I can really think of right off the right.
Boston, if you count New England.
Boston, yeah, New England can, Celtics, Red Sox, Patriots. Oh yeah, and Bruins, yeah. Gee, how did I even forget Boston?
You just missed it.
I wasn't thinking Bruins, honestly.
Chicago's got
Chicago.
2 baseball teams, a hockey team, the Bulls, and the Bears.
And
Landon,
how bad
call yourself a sports fan.
I was just I was not thinking like hockey at all. Even like I was just I can barely even name probably half the teams in hockey. So
there you go. How'd your Red Sox day?
Oh, we had a great opening day. Garrett Crochet. We actually have an ace. Hopefully, he doesn't get hurt.
I like to say Crockett, but I think it is Christian. I think he pitched at Tennessee. I don't know. You might have to fact check me on that.
I have no clue. But
as a Vols fan, we should know this. I know Couch Coach would know. Give him a call right now. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to give him a call.
What high school he went to?
He would. This dude was a 5-star.
Yeah. No, we very solid day. He had 5 innings pitched. Did give up 2, but hey, it's only 2 in the first start, and plus we only gave up 2 the entire day. Game 4 strikeouts. Very solid. I was happy that the pitcher we got this year didn't decide to tear or need Tommy John.
Crochet what?
Literally the last 2 aces we got from the White Sox, Chris Sale, and last year Lucas Giolito, both were.
Oh, he's the worst.
Yeah.
I play on MLB The Show, and he rips his arm off.
Yeah. So it's like, it's like, do we want to trust the White Sox again, giving us another ace? Well, 1-0 so far. Well, I guess you didn't technically get the win. Your boy, Aroldis Chapman actually got the win today.
Look at that. Crochet was he was a Tennessee Vol. I think he came in around the same time as Vitello. So Vitello took him a couple of years to get the team to where it is now, the eliteness. So it was a lot of times it was misery in Tennessee baseball and basketball and their football program too. So there was nothing going on well until we started entering the 2020s.
And of course, can't leave out our big hero. What? What? Wilyer Abreu. Gosh, it's going to be hard to say that name, but yeah, hit it. Pretty much.
We need a Google translation on that.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Oh yeah, 2 home runs this game, including a 3-run home run in the ninth for the game winner. / just top of the ninth, so it wasn't a walk off, but who's counting? He hit the game winner.
The Fighting Cooper Flags, they're going to start in about 10 minutes. So may be depressing. Christopher, you want to give us a rundown of the Braves? They're going in their track for 0-162.
They really are on that trajectory, especially with Padres off to a hot start. Yeah, I mean, it started off promising, as it always does, and it ends not promising, as it often does. Yeah.
Who was the starter today? Was it
for 161 more of those situations? But no, yeah, I think they'll be fine. It's gonna be a long season until Acuna. When's Acuna supposed to come back? Soon, ish.
I didn't.
Acuna?
Mm-hmm.
Or as some of our family says, Acuna?
Right.
I totally forgot he was even hurt.
Yeah, I like the diacritical mark.
Yeah. Well, quick sports update. Dodgers, fended off the charging Tigers. The Tigers left 2 on base in the top of the ninth, and they ended up winning 5-4.
5-4?
Yep, Dodgers.
I do not see any news on Acuna's return, so there you go. TBD.
TBD, yeah. Overall, though, I mean, we had fantastic weather. Can't complain about that. Yeah, I mean, watched a little baseball out on the deck, and doggos hung out, and yeah, it was actually a pretty cool afternoon, all things considered. So, yeah, for opening day. I mean, we're not. Like I said, we're not in a baseball market here in Nashville where we can just, skip work and do all the things like
leave school.
Yeah. Yeah, ballpark, but no, good stuff.
We were actually in a parade for the opening day parade. I think it was 2016. I think Ellie was 2, and we went through Sarah's company, so they had like I don't know. They didn't really have like a float, but they had an area where they were marching and stuff. And we got behind. You would have loved this, Christopher. I would like your commentary on this one. So that Bruno Mars song.
Grenade?
Was that?
Grenade?
No. Hold on.
The Young Wild and
Uptown Funk.
Oh.
So, Christopher, imagine a high school band, just playing this. You're walking miles and miles, and that's the whole time they're playing. That's the only song they're playing. Give me your commentary. How do you survive?
The timeline. I remember when we got to Florida for the wedding. Uptown Funk was it was just all over the place. Now it'd been, obviously 2 years prior. So yeah, and then 2 years later, what's happening? High school bands beating it to death with drums.
Beating it to death.
I mean, there's 2 things that I just don't like about this whole situation. A, it's a parade, which is literally the worst. B, Uptown Funk. It's just, I mean, the whole Bruno Mars situation. It's just too much.
I do think he's talented, but I can say that the music is
the
annoying.
commercialism. Like he's just it was just too ubiquitous. It was just yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's not talented.
I mean, he would catch a grenade for you, maybe.
Yeah, Mm-hmm. Yep. Um,
So you just think he's overplayed like everything else?
yeah, at the time he was just completely overplayed. Like you just heard it all the time, everywhere.
Yes, and so in this parade, you go downtown, you're walking around the city, and then so they're just playing the one song. They're just smashing the Uptown Funk, and we're right behind it, and I'm just pushing the old the baby stroller.
That would be nightmarish. Yeah, much like the bamboozlement of the Shooter's Bar and Grill situation.
Another plug.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were going to plug them or not. Since
Shout out
No
to
one knows. It's just a bar with sports bar. Okay, so
I'll
for the
put that in
audience,
quotes. Put that in quotes.
all right. So
Quakers Mall and food place.
you say a mall and a food place?
Yeah, it's like it was like hot dog on a stick.
Oh man! So for the audience, this was the day 2 of the tournament. It's Friday. We're getting ready for lunch, and you go in when you hear sports bar and grill. You're getting excited. You look out, you pull in. I'm thinking like, oh gosh, it's gonna be too crowded because everybody's taking off work. We walk in,
Crickets.
cricket.
It was crickets in this ginormous building, and we sit in the family side, which again, I don't know which is worse to me, parades or family sections of restaurants. I don't know. I guess parades because there's probably bad weather and way more kids, and it's just terrible. But the family side of this place, which it didn't have to be family side, it just the big old bar and I don't know, the 4 billion square foot television was like on the other side of our seating area. That would have been nice. It was the biggest TV I've probably ever seen.
Oh yeah,
Which would have been pretty awesome, but we missed it. And yeah. The problem is my expectations of this place was really high because we went to its I guess it's one of its OG locations a couple years ago, and it was great. Oh, it's like it's buzzing, like plenty of. I mean, this was just a random Friday night. Oh, this was
The World Series was on.
yeah, this was not very busy. Yeah,
We
pretty substantial.
Sarah,
Mhm.
she did say that we should have gone where the big TV section was, but I guess there was some confusion. Like everything, we're just having a whole big communication breakdown when it said go see the hostess, and then we ended up on the family section. I mean, we did have 2 little kids, but I mean, they would have been fine at the bar.
We didn't have
We didn't have kids.
We
They were
didn't
at
have kids.
school.
Correct.
Huh?
They were
There's
at
no
school.
They were in school.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah, there's no
Friday.
kids. You guys are just so acclimated to having kids.
I'm so acclimated
Yeah,
to that.
your natural
Yeah.
default is like, oh, let's go to the family side. And I
That's
was just
wild.
kinda-
I just got fact checked like on my own kids.
Yeah, they were not there.
Why didn't we sit at the bar?
I have no.
I don't know.
There's plenty of high tops in that area that would have been sufficient. Oh, and to boot, they were playing like Earl Haggard or Waylon Jennings or I don't know, one of the gamblers. Like literally, as we're walking in, the music was still playing, and basketball had already started.
No, it wasn't started. It's still a few minutes.
It had started.
so
They
it
were in the first half. I mean, the balls were moving. People were dunking.
I mean,
They were laying up things.
It was a warm up. There was still pregame warm ups, but
still, there was no reason for music to be going on. But yeah.
So the moral of the story, if you're going to hype a place up for a sporting event, just I don't know, just
make sure you go to the place and experience
first.
it. Yeah, and like
recon first. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, recon, scout out. I mean, it was cool. Like the little like party rooms. It was like the Reds party room and the Bengals party room, but it's like. Because I did have like a bunch of throwback jerseys.
See, I'm gonna throw a challenge flag because you guys hate people and you hate being around people. You talk about parades, but then
hey, I'm just saying the rooms are cool and they had all the jerseys. I'm not saying
empty rooms. He was saying were cool.
Yeah,
not the family section.
Yeah, no, not the family. Yeah,
that is funny.
Yeah, I should have commandeered that moment and be like, yeah, through a threw a little protest
We're all people
to
pleasers.
Mrs. Crouch and be
It's
like, how did the kids say it now when they say something like respectfully? And then you can say pretty much whatever you want. Like, respectfully, I like to sit in the
Yeah,
side of the restaurant.
yeah. Respectfully, this sucks.
It's like, I guess, that's Ricky Bobby. Did we determine if you've seen Ricky Bobby or not, Landon?
I don't think he
we
walked out of the movie.
Well,
That's
I didn't. I didn't. We got forced. And by me, I got forced being an 8-year-old and not making my own decisions. And we'll just leave it at that.
It just harkened the old with all due respect. And then it's like,
Yeah.
I get to say with all due respect.
So I guess on this you can say half seen it.
No, that doesn't count. You don't know
Get
who
all the way
Walker
to
and Texas Ranger are.
the 6-pound, 8-ounce baby Jesus, and then and Michelle said, "Nope, that is not correct."
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man! But listen, you got Anchorman under your belt. You got Austin
Anchorman.
Powers.
Austin Powers, the sequel, right? Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't go in the order. It wouldn't have mattered because you would have hated number 1 too. So
Again, I'm pretty sure we've talked about. You guys don't know I don't like Dumb and Dumber because it's just stupid to me and not funny. It's just stupid, and Austin Powers.
We might gain viewers or listeners because they just want to chime in and throw shade. I don't know.
Oh, please do give us all the hate comments about me.
did you enjoy Friday?
I did like Friday. Unfortunately, my eyes were closed like every 10 seconds, but I did enjoy it.
What about Anchorman?
Anchorman, it was good.
There's some hesitation.
Again,
I mean, you get Applegate the whole time, and that's hard to argue with.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Don't act like you're not impressed. Oh man. Well, tomorrow we will not be having the same weekend as we did at the Crouch Manor here, but I'm going to be stressed out to the max. We've got Tennessee and Kentucky, and the listeners have known. I live in Ohio, but I work in Kentucky and surrounded by a bunch of Wildcat fans. So if they go 0-3 this year, I don't know. I might have to quit being a fan. I might have to turn it in.
Just like all your other teams.
I've only done that to the NFL ones. It's fine. You nervous about tomorrow, Christopher?
I've just been anxious all week, man. There's just so much going on. So, I mean,
that might be the way to do it. Just don't even care and just get to it.
Yeah, I'm kind of numb to it. Yeah, it's like, okay.
This would be if they were to pull this off, it'd be the third time they would have made the Elite Eight for the men's side in history. So there you go.
Dang.
News you don't care about: Xavier hired a new head coach. They had Sean Miller walked out, went to Texas, so now they have Richard Pitino.
Yeah, you said when you told me that.
Landon's all confused about Richard and Rick and who's on first and what's on second and all that stuff. So
it did definitely confuse me because again, like they're so very, very similar names.
That's because they're the same name. I didn't want to tell you that.
Yeah, especially like if you want to shorten Richard into what some people may say it, Rick and blah blah blah. Yeah, it's very similar. And but no, I do wonder, like, does he actually know how to coach, or is he just did he learn, or did he just was just passed down, and he just gained the job just based off his dad's name?
I mean, he's taken New Mexico to the tournament back-to-back years. I mean, he did lose in the second round this year, but
you think he's like the Diet Coke of
Rick
coaching? Just 1 calorie, not great.
That one flew right over Landon's head.
It,
He's like, "What's happening here?"
You get it. I've got your hood. Get your hood.
Oh, this is wild. So Richard is not a junior. It's Richard William Pitino. His dad, the old Slick Rick, the OG Pitino, is Richard Andrew Pitino.
oh, okay.
That's weird. Why would you just mess that up?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Just not go with the junior?
That's damn interesting.
You know, but I guess also speaking of news I don't care about. So the Tennessee ladies softball player who recorded the fastest recorded pitch in NCAA history at 78 miles per hour. And meanwhile, you still have 13-year-old boys who don't know how to do conversions and doesn't think that that's actually fast and thinks that.
Tell us about it, because this is good stuff.
Oh, so I just I follow one of my YouTube baseball content creators, and apparently he posted about it and saying like like a bunch of little kids don't understand how hard like that actually is, and like the conversion rates of being like 110 miles per hour in baseball, like from like if you want to do the math of I think it's 45-foot mound in softball.
That sounds about right.
And then the 60-foot 0.2 feet in baseball. Yeah, the conversion is about 110 miles per hour fast. And meanwhile, you have poor little middle school boys who think that they can hit that 500 feet.
I mean, to be fair, have you ever thought about, I mean, most of us played baseball, the ones who didn't cuss out their coach and quit. I don't know. Did you last one day, Christopher?
Yeah. I think one game.
One game. So I always thought I could make, all right, if I would have faced a softball lady, even though it's whole different mechanics and everything, that you just kind of have in your head, you could do it.
Oh, I'm telling you, right? Like y'all remember in like the celebrity softball game like a while back ago when Jenny Finch was still big, and like she was like
That's Uncle Michael's girl. I threw you off.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I mean, we were all thinking it, but yeah, Jenny Finch, like she pitched in like the celebrity all-star game, softball before.
She could like strike out freaking Barry Bonds and stuff.
Oh yeah, she was like, she would go easy like on the non-athletes, but like the baseball, like and like people who are like athletes, she legit was pitching, and yeah, she struck. I'm pretty sure she struck out most of them, or like made them pop up and stuff. Like it is hard, to hit a softball. For one, obviously the ball is like way bigger, which you would think would make it easier, but based off like the hit zone and how skinny the bat is, it's even less like I guess room for like good contact than like a baseball where you have like a bigger, better like hitting margin, I guess you could say. Because like I don't know, even like slow pitch softball, which you think would be easier, is like I still struggle at, and I played baseball my entire life, so I couldn't even.
Slow pitch is pretty ridiculous. People make fun of it. They're like, "Oh, it's the easiest thing is just slow pitch," but you get the nerves going when you get some of these wild old guys trying to throw some knucklers.
Well, didn't you fly out so much?
Yeah.
From the ball. I played in church league, guys. I can tell you.
Oh yeah, it's still very very hard. So I can't even imagine like hitting something that fast that's going like that's defying gravity.
I think I was today years old when I knew that you played church league softball, Christopher.
Really?
I had no idea.
I had no.
Yeah, played church league, and I remember the only moment I remember was when my girlfriend at the time, she somehow batted either like before, like in the lineup, she batted before me or one or two before me or so, which probably says a lot about my lack of skills. But she hit it in the park home run, and I was like, oh, like pressure. I mean, it's
That's a lot of pressure. Did they use different balls, like the ones for the ladies and one for guys, or did they use the same one?
like
They're all yellow.
play. Yeah.
I don't know if like the I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think they were all because it's co-ed church league. So yeah,
Dang,
but
that's a lot
but
of pressure.
your boy got up to plate. Did not Casey at the bat. Oh, I think pretty deep to deep center, probably middle of the outfield, and I think some they put the um, the kids who like to dig in the dirt, even in church league, they put them out there, and it was a fumble, bumble, stumble, and I rounded the bases. Yep.
That
That's the only thing I really remember. And there, I think leaving the game, I was listening to a porn CD, and she was just not having it. We got a big fight. So it's weird what remember from like 25, 30 years ago. But yeah,
Gosh.
that's it. Yeah.
It's crazy. I
Mhm.
have kind of a weird, so first time like going out the kid pitch, 9 and 10. It's like I pretty much my very first bat, I hit like a line drive to like the right field, like corner, and got a triple out of. And then like I did like basically just singles for like the rest of that season. And then it's just so crazy how similar my first at bat in softball league was, where it was literally a line drive to the right field and got a triple out of. And then like my rest of the bats were like basically singles.
yeah, I'm too slow around the bases. I can't run. And well, we're in the tip off now, and the Duke. They scored the first bucket, I think, but we're tied at 2. So the winner of this game gets Alabama. By the time you listen to this show, though, we will already be the Final Four be set. So you would have we would have blown through the whole weekend in the time machine on this. So
Yeah.
is Cooper Flag going to be in? Is he going in the draft? Is he going to be number 1 this year?
Yeah, he's going. Like, yeah, the way he's gonna make it in NIL is obviously still gonna be a lot, but he's just gonna make even more in the NBA.
I saw, as Christopher calls him, Lord Voldemort. They are going to mix up the All-Star thing again. They're going back to tell us about it. What are we doing here?
Yeah, news you don't care about. Like
We've hit that. We beat this segment to death.
it's like we're not even through with this season yet. Who cares about next year's All Star? I mean, we don't even know who next year's All Star players are going to be. Like we're getting ready for the playoffs. Again, there's only like 9 games left for all the teams.
So, jumping in, I didn't see this because work has been crazy this week. What's the deal with Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James? What happened? What is this?
Oh, okay. So this beef started. It was when the Lakers played against Philadelphia on like a Thursday night a few months back ago, and basically,
Arizona just tied the game with 5-5.
yeah, and basically, I think the like Lakers were like down people or like, and they called Bronny James up from the G League to come play, and basically Bronny James got put in the first quarter and was basically awful, and like, and then next day, and yeah, and late newsflash, Lakers lost pretty badly. I think they lost by like 20. I could be wrong on that, but that was a nice cross. Uh, uh, but yeah, newsflash, they lost, and literally the next day, like Stephen A. like pleaded LeBron, like, as a father, please stop humiliating your son by putting him out there when he's not ready. And
That's Stephen A's job. So if I were an athlete, I've always thought about this. Like, I mean, we gave Will Levis crap, but like, I would hope that I would be more focused on trying to do my job, do all the things, try to be great, than listening to people and having the rabbit ears kind of thing. So
yeah, but
easier said than done, I guess.
yeah, and then I guess a few months later, when Lakers they went to go play the Knicks, LeBron in the middle of the game, mind you, went up to Stephen A. and said like, basically pulled a whole Will Smith, like, keep my son's name out your mouth, just without the slap, and that's paraphrasing. And then that's pretty much.
It's not a good sign though. If I'm Bronny, like you want to fight you want to be able to prove that you belong in the league.
Could you imagine Michael Jordan getting in this type of situation though? Just go ahead and call a spade a spade. Like it just wouldn't have happened. Yeah, that's why he's the GOAT. So
he is the GOAT.
Yeah, but of course,
you got to say it, Landon. He's the GOAT.
I believe it's not. I mean, LeBron, like, respect, getting top 3 players ever to me in the NBA. But MJ was just different. Like, again, his competitive mindset. He's like, this dude hated, like, losing rock paper scissors and, like, would fight you over it.
That's what we need. I don't think Cooper Flag can be that guy. I do think though, he'll attract some folks, and as the league, as the LeBron start retiring and Steph Curry's, you might see a different shift. Who knows? But
it is gonna be weird. Like, once they're gone, like, they've literally been my entire life, basically. Like, especially LeBron, getting drafted in 2023 or 2003. Jeez. And it's just gonna be weird without him.
Well, we've gone the whole show without talking about football, our favorite thing. But man, have you seen the New York Giants locker, their quarterback room?
Yep, New York Giants. Let's blow.
You got famous Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. Who else you got there?
Oh gosh, I didn't even know. I didn't even see that Jameis Winston signed there until I started literally seeing the memes of what the content is gonna be like when they're together.
I feel like we're on Panda Watch right now with Aaron Rodgers.
I totally forgot
there's your anchor man.
Right.
I totally forgot he wasn't even signed yet. Especially since, like, it seems like free agents, when they do actually hit free agents, they sign so quick. Like, literally within the first day, it feels like. So I honestly totally. Plus, again, there's just a whole lot of other more important things right now. Again, MLB opening day, the college basketball, tournament. Men and
even the
men,
ladies,
I was
although
gonna say men and women, even though women's side got a lot less interesting with the Juju Watkins torn ACL.
I mean, I know we make fun of things like that, but man, anytime you have somebody who could be potentially like a face or a brand go down, I mean, that's I don't like to see that. So I'm hoping she recovers quickly, and I mean, she's gonna be out at least a year.
Yeah, usually somewhere around a year. So basically next March, basically. And for people who don't know, Juju Watkins, she's basically kind of like a Caitlin Clark. And we all know how big of a story she was. And Juju Watkins only was in her sophomore year.
Dang. I don't know how we transition out of that. So
yeah, I mean,
hey, but the
whole episode without talking about the other side of ladies' collegiate activities with our friend Lily Stewart, the University of Georgia sophomore, who was arrested for the second time in a month.
Oh.
Yep. Her first arrest.
What was the second time? What was for?
Second time, it was just weeks after her March 8th arrest for speeding. She was arrested. She was taken into custody by UGA police and booked into the Athens Clarke County Jail just before 5:30 a.m. on Sunday. According to jail records, she was picked up for loitering and prowling.
Google it, kids. Her mugshot is more than a meme.
Yep, second one doesn't disappoint either. Yep, looks like an Instagram photo. $100 bond and was released from jail before 11 a.m. And that was from Fox 5 out of Atlanta. So pretty close in proximity there.
Ooh,
And
I mean, can you imagine if you would have started that trend last year with the security guard? I mean, we were in that area.
I could have.
yeah,
I could have. Except for my mugshot would have been just some random white dude who doesn't look anything like her, and
and definitely not as pretty
gained
as
no
Jack.
notoriety. And
I mean, we've talked about. I mean, people all the time talk about privilege, but the hot girl privilege is a thing. I mean, that is a thing.
well, sure, because there was
I
a
think we actually have talked about this here, but
little bit.
I mean,
Well,
this is just.
yeah, the wide receiver from Harvard, he got arrested. He was in the mix there, like with her, and his mugshot, he wasn't so glamorous looking. He just looked like a white dude from Harvard who happens to play football. Hmm. Yeah.
I was about to ask if that was like neck tattoos, but that was a TMZ's, trademark.
Oh, the neck tattoo.
Yeah, it was TMZ's trademark though.
That's funny.
But speaking, I mean, we talking about people getting arrested. Did y'all see the lady at the Dallas airport running around naked?
No.
Yeah.
Do I need to go to the DuckDuckGo to see the arrest records?
I mean, it was on. I just saw it on Twitter/X, and yeah, y'all can let y'all's imagination do.
That's wild.
And
I mean, how did she do that? I mean, obviously I know, but
I mean,
how did you get
in
away?
all seriousness, she looked like she was definitely on something. Like there's no way. Like the way she
More than the cigars that.
Oh, definitely more than scars. There's might have been probably things I've never even heard about. Type of drugs. Wow, that was what a weird transition, but yeah.
No, we're throwing everything into McGrouchville in this. I mean, trying to keep up with these games.
There's a lot of activities. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What other games are going? Like we got Arizona Duke. Pretty much all like one more baseball game going on with Seattle.
How many home runs has Shohei hit today?
I think he hit 2. Yeah,
Arizona is winning 15-12 on my end.
Okay, I'm 13-10, but so let's see. Yeah, Shohei. No. Oh, okay. I guess. What I saw earlier was probably his career, like season home runs with the 2. He only hit 1.
Oh yeah, he hit the one last week in Japan, I thought.
Yeah, how fitting. Yeah, so on track for 82 home runs. Nope. Actually, no, like 60 something. I forgot to play 2 games in Tokyo. So yeah, he's definitely already on his way to MVP. But again, my guy Will, I'll remember his name sometime. Williar Abreu right on his tail with 2.
All-Star game is in Atlanta this year, right?
Good.
It's one that when it comes. So.
Man, we need Couch Coach on some of this stuff. The fact check alone. 2025 MLB All-Star game. And we call ourselves sports fans.
Well, there's just only so much that the whole brain can.
Yes, it is being in Atlanta.
Truist Park. Here we go.
Honestly, I would love to go. I don't really care about the game, but like I just want to go for the home run derby.
The home run derby will be wild. So 10 years ago, they had it here in Cincinnati, and it's a pretty cool festive. There were no parades, but they have the fan fest, and so you can meet like older Hall of Fame guys. You can meet some of the current guys. I saw Pedro Martinez like doing interviews there. They got like the whole MLB network set up. It's pretty cool. So I mean, that was 10 years ago. I'm sure it's way more bougier, if that's a word now. So
it can be.
Oh goodness. Well, I know we're closing up shop here.
There's gonna be upgrades announced for the Battery Atlanta ahead of the 2025 All-Star game. I don't know what they possibly do. It's in really good shape.
It's so awesome.
Like, what more can they even do?
Include updated LED screens, expanded public restrooms, redesigned landscaping, and other amenities. to improve the visitor.
Do they have different security guards?
I hope not. I hope, or that maybe they'll have like lesser competent ones. So there's always that.
I mean, maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe people who will actually check IDs.
There's always that too.
Yeah.
I know we'll be able to finish up, watch some of the games by the time we get to next week's episode, with the Final Four will be set. So, Gambler, who do you have winning the entire thing?
Oh, I got Florida.
Unfortunately, I have Florida versus Alabama. So, I don't want to see that matchup, but that's who I picked.
Again, I have a little parlay going with Florida to win their region, Tennessee to win their region, and Duke to win their region.
That would be awesome. How much is on the line if you want to share?
Enough.
All right. If this guy doesn't show up to work in a couple of weeks, you know what happened.
Oh, jeez. I might quit the podcast if that happens.
We don't make any money anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you'll have more time to make us better content, man.
Yeah. You can be the guy that can create the websites and
invest
all the fun
in McGrouchville. Yeah, see your dollars, explode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher, did you pick anybody, or are you just going with your heart?
I did 0 picks. I haven't picked since Landon was in the 3rd grade or something.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of time. It's an active utility. It's a vicious cycle.
For just like bragging rights, like trying.
Oh no, bragging rights when you get to a certain age.
I played for money. I mean, it's an incessant active utility. There's no reason.
And disappointment.
Yeah, I mean it's a Sisyphus type situation, So, yep.
Well, we've made it like a whole mile here, like a whole hour within the podcast world. So, any final thoughts? Anything else you guys want to sign off on?
I guess I guess decent MLB opening day as far as bets went. A lot of bets got ruined by solo first inning, like solo home runs in the first innings with my no run first inning bets. But it's can't expect too much on opening day when you have almost nothing to go off of.
All right. I'm just trying to make it through the next few days and not lose any of the digits on the toes. So there you go. And to try not to be a wreck fest tomorrow on the game.
Yes. Finally Friday.
I'll send you guys a picture after this. It's pretty gross. It's not as gross as I'm making it out to be.
Why do you think we want to see that?
Because you asked.
Literally nobody asked.
Literally no one has asked.
Is it like Stewart going wee all the way home? Like
yeah.
Love that they brought that commercial back.
Oh, the kids love it. Yes. Even though they weren't at shooters to see it. And
I mean, this is the first time even seeing it. So
I know. It's just they love the little animals and all the little phrases. So goodness. Well, we appreciate all the folks for joining us today in the McGrouchville. Don't forget to like, click, subscribe. Leave us a negative comment. We don't care. We'll take anything and everything, including your resumes for the digital content if you want to be our content creators and market
that you want to build your resume with. It could be a thing, honestly. Like I took McGrouchville from 4 viewers and listeners to like 40. Put that in your resume. Yep, that works.
There you go. Well, we'll see you next time in McGrouchville. We are shutting down.
We're out.